just got into our apartment after 30 hours of travel, and it was not enjoyable travel. It was kind of a nightmare. We flew Boston to New York, then New York to Singapore, and then New York to Singapore was an 18-hour flight. So thank God I slept for like a lot of the first half, because if I didn't, it would have been absolutely miserable. I need to shower right now because we've literally been traveling for 30 hours, but I just had to show you guys really quickly because we just stepped in to our apartment, and oh my God, it's so beautiful. Like, I think I'm gonna be happy here. My dad was living in Singapore for 3 months before, so he has already been living in this apartment. He came over the summer, found this apartment. He already set it all up, got the furniture, so we just get to walk in, and it's really nice. I'll show you guys. It's a small apartment. We'll do a little tour, but right now I'm out on the balcony. The sun, it's so beautiful. Oh my God, we literally came from New Hampshire, and it's like 0 degrees. It's so freezing. It's a Ferris wheel, Marina Bay Sands building. To explain what in the world I'm doing here, a lot of you guys know, if you listen to the Girls with Goals podcast, or if you've been following me, that I grew up in Hong Kong for 4 years. So my dad is business vibes. When I was 10 years old, we moved to Hong Kong for his job. I lived there for 4 years. I went to an international school. And from there, I just fell in love with, experiencing different ways of life, different cultures, traveling, and I knew that it was something that I wanted to do again when I was older and for the rest of my life. So when it was time to apply to college, I decided to go to Northeastern University for International Business, because they have a really great international business program where it's a requirement to spend a year abroad, 6 months doing an internship abroad, and then another 6 months at a separate time doing like a traditional study abroad. And so I picked that, obviously because it's a great school and I want to go to the school, but like for that program specifically. Fast forward to now, my dad started living and working in Singapore a few months ago, and my mom planned to come now in the fall to meet him here. And Catherine, my twin sister, is also an international business major at Northeastern. Yes, we are studying the same thing at the same school. We both decided that it would be a really great time to do our internship abroad, live here in Singapore with our parents, and all be able to live together in Asia again. It just felt like an opportunity that we weren't going to get from anything else. So, and Catherine and I both created internships here, got them approved by our school, and now here we are. Fit check, so you can't see the whole dress. I'm wearing this black dress from Princess Polly, and I've had this for like at least a year, maybe even 2 years, and I just always thought that it was like unflattering on me and made me look like a box, but we're just gonna get over that because it's comfortable and it's cute, and if I'm shaped like a rectangle sometimes, I'm just gonna be shaped like a rectangle, so we're gonna wear it. 99% of the time I'm wearing these Ori gold hoops, medium ones, baby ones, and then this is their curb chain necklace. We're gonna go get dinner, and we're going to a place, it's like not fancy at all. It's like a mall kind of thing with different restaurants, but it's our first time stepping out of the apartment complex, so I want us to dress at least a little bit. So let's go. It's the third full day. I didn't record anything yesterday, and I kind of wish that I did, because it would have shown like not just the highlight reel, because I really try to make my social media not just the highlights, which I don't think is a bad thing at all. Like, social media, that's what it is. It's the parts of yourself that you want to put out there, and it's the things that you want to show. So I don't think that it's wrong at all that social media is a highlight reel. I just think it's something that we should be aware of when we consume other people's content. But I do try to keep my content balanced and show ups and downs and all different things. And so I wish I recorded yesterday, because it was our first full day, and of course, like, the expectations are like, we're gonna have so much fun, we're so excited, we're doing all this, but the realities of moving across the world and like getting yourself started in a different country is so different. Like there's so many things that you don't think about, and having done this before, having moved to Hong Kong, but I was only 10 when we moved to Hong Kong, so it was more like I was just really excited then. It was like a very exciting transition, and I didn't, I guess, have as many of the details as you deal with when you're older, or like my parents took care of a lot of things. Moving back to the US though for high school was a very difficult transition, and I remember that very well. And then also I'm an international business major, so I'm like literally studying like cultural agility and how people transition to different cultures when you're working internationally. So I've been very prepared for this, having experienced it and also literally studying this. But like it's just so different in action, and there are so many things that you don't even think about. Like yesterday, and Catherine and my mom and I did our first grocery trip, and it was just like wild because we're like literally halfway across the world, so not only is it like a new grocery store, like you don't know your way around and all that, every single product is different. Like it's all different brands, it's all different things, it's like different types of foods, and like hard to get your staples, and then you have to like look at the prices of everything, and then you're like, where are these vegetables coming from, where's this meat coming from, where's the milk from, like things like that. And so it takes so long to even do the grocery shopping and like figure out what you're able to get and what you want to get. The actual grocery store ended up being fine, but then it's not too far of a walk away, so we just walked there. But we didn't really think about how many groceries we were getting and getting them back to our house. My dad said that he had reusable grocery bags, but they were not like reusable grocery bags like you would think. They were like these enormous bags, and like just 2 of them. And so we filled all of our groceries with those. Then we have these 2 big bags, and they are ridiculously heavy. And so when Catherine and I are like carrying these bags back, like literally dragging them on the sidewalk, like I wish one of us took our phone out at that point, because thankfully it's something that we will never experience again, but I wish that we got a picture or a video of it, because we'll never get that moment back. It's so funny, but in the moment it was like, it was such a painful experience. That happened. We also don't have cell phone service yet, and my dad was at work yesterday, so like he's the only one who has a working phone, so our phones only work when we're in our apartment with Wi-Fi. So we had no service yesterday. We couldn't figure out how to get the washing machine to work because it's like a different washing machine, and it was acting up and being really strange. Then we got locked out of the apartment because we all thought that each other had keys. Like that's no one's fault but our own. But just so many things happened yesterday. It was quite a frustrating day, and it felt like an entire week happened in one day. Like it was the end of the day, and we were all like, how has it only been 24 hours? Because so much went down, and I wish that I filmed it, but I didn't. I got up this morning, and my parents and I went for a run, which was the first time that I kind of explored the city. And it's cool because running, like you move faster obviously than when you're walking, so like we actually went pretty far and like went to different areas. But we ran all the way down the river, down to the waterfront, and it was really cool. Everything by the river here reminded me a lot of where we lived in Hong Kong, which we love. It is called Stanley Market in Hong Kong, which is why our dog's name is Stanley. We love it, and so it really reminded me of that, which was really cool. And then we went by the water, and it was just the first time that I like actually saw the city beyond our apartment building and kind of like got in it and got a sense of it, and I really liked it. Like I actually really liked it. It is Friday night, and I think Catherine and I are going to try to go out somewhere tonight. We thought we might meet a mutual friend tonight and, you know, maybe make a friend, and it'll be cool. I'll show you a little bit of like what it looks like around, and like all of the restaurants are kind of down the river. Like I feel like I don't want to sound stupid trying to talk about Singapore because I've only been here for 2 days, and like I don't want to like describe things wrong or say things wrong, but I also like want to be able to share all of the new things I'm seeing and the new things I'm experiencing with you guys. So I'm gonna do my best to show it to you and explain it. My basic explanation from my 2 days here is that the different areas by the river are called like something Quay, and it's not spelled Quay, it's spelled like Q-U-A-Y. And our neighborhood-ish is like Robertson Quay, and then the more like bar area is Clark Quay, and there's like different quays, and they're kind of all along the river, and so it's like different restaurants and bars and shops and things kind of lining the river in different areas. And that is my very basic explanation.